Hello, everybody. How are you doing today? My name is Tony Rizzano, and this is the Affiliate Party Podcast. Woo, woo, woo! Today, Sunday, July 26th, 2020. We are coming to you live from the great state of Ohio. Okay? And today's short episode, today's quick hitting podcast will be about, if you have an idea, you should put it on paper. Okay? That will give you, if you have an idea, you should either write a note to yourself on your phone, or you should carry around a little notebook. Because I will tell you why. I was driving this morning, driving through the fog in Pennsylvania, and I had an idea for a podcast, and I said, ooh, that's a good idea. Now, when I reached up for my paper, and I didn't have the paper, I was driving, and I said, well, I can't write it down. And then my phone was too far away, and I said, well, I can't grab the phone. I can't record. I can't do a little quick voice recording of what the idea is. So I was driving, and I said, you know what, I'll remember the idea. It was no more than about 90 miles later, I thought to myself, what was that idea I had? 90 miles. It was already out the window. By the time I stopped at some gas station, that idea was null and void. And I had rehearsed the idea a couple times. I told myself with the idea, I said, oh yeah, that's a good idea. That's a good one. That's a good one. And 90 miles, it's already forgotten about. So, Normally I have my paper on me, but now before I even start driving, before I start doing anything, I got to make sure that I carry my notepad around and keep it in my pocket. So that way I will take notes about everything, because ideas, you get an idea, then you forget about it. And it might be, you never know, these ideas could be winner chicken dinner. Not every idea is going to be a home run. Not every idea is going to be a doozy, but some ideas you come up with while you're in the shower or anything, they might be, they might work for your business. And if you just don't write them down, if you try to remember them and you forget, you'll be like me doing a podcast about writing down ideas because you couldn't remember an idea. It's like I heard the great Jim Rohn say one time. He said, "Don't operate out of your mind. Put it on paper." That just means you come up with an idea, you have a thought, you have an idea, write it down, put it down on paper. Come up, write the idea down, and that way you can have the idea, you can see it, and then you can take it from there. So avoid the trap that I did, thinking I could remember it. I had to remind myself sometimes that I'm not 12 anymore. I can't walk home with the same idea. I used to, when I was 10 or 11, you could, if you have a thought, you probably could hold the thought until you got home, walk across. Well, I grew up in a small town, so you could walk across town, walk home, and still have the same idea in your head. Now, I have ideas. They come, they go, they just pop up. And now, especially the more that you focus on your business, the more you start to transfer a lot of things in the like now. I think about things in a marketing sense. I see something, I go, oh, that would be good to talk about. How can I relate that to marketing? This, that, and the other. So that's sort of the mindset you want to get into when you're thinking about your business. I know it's not, doing your business 24 hours a day. Come on, that you don't want to do that. But when you see something that can relate to your business, you might want to jot it down, write it down, record it, whatever you want to do, Even if you're not doing anything, go ahead and write it out right then and there, But fortunately for me, I forgot the idea. Hopefully it'll come back. Maybe. I doubt it. It's Sunday. I'm about to watch a movie, so maybe it'll pop back in while I'm watching a movie. I believe now that I'm talking to you, now that I'm talking to you, I think I remember the idea now. So I'm gonna have to once I get off this podcast, I'll write it down and remember it and keep it for the next go around, of course. But that's it. You have any questions? You got any concerns? This is good right here. Just remember, don't hold all your thoughts, your ideas, and your dreams in your head. Transfer them to your paper, because you don't want to sit there and hold all that stuff in. It'll make your brain hurt anyway. All right. That being said, my name is Tony Rizzano. Enjoy the rest of your day, and I will talk to you on tomorrow's podcast. All right. Episode 12 is a wrap. 12 or 13. All I know, these are consecutive. We're going back to back. All right. I got to work on closing out the show. If you're listening to this July the 20th to whatever day this is, the 26th, then bear with me. If you're listening to this 2 years from now, I'm polished, so don't even worry about it. This is the beginning. I'll probably hand these out as a bonus at the beginning. I just want to show people, say, hey, don't think about it. Just start. That's gonna be the thing one of these days when I'm very polished and I'm very accomplished in whatever I'm striving. When the business is off the ground and running, I will be remembering these days in the back of this truck at the most random places doing podcasts, and I'll tell people, hey, it don't matter, just get started. But anyway. All right, enjoy the rest of your day. My name is Tony Rizzano. This is the Affiliate Party Podcast, and we will talk to you tomorrow. This would probably be my now, some of you, one of these days, I'm going to say, hey, why do I say the ending all the time? Blah, 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 blah. Whenever I get off the phone with my mother, I'm going to tell you a short story. Whenever I get off the phone with my mother, we say the same thing. She said, all right, I love you. I said, I love you too. And then one of us says, either she says or I say it first. She goes, peace. And I go, peace. So that's a little tribute to my mother. So that's why I say peace every time before I get done with the podcast. All right? So one of these days, that's going to be I'm going to write this down too. I got to write this down too. That's going to be one of those, hey, if you know this, you know. If you know, you know. Why do I say blah, 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 blah? I'll say it's in episode 12 of the podcast or whatever. I'm going to have to actually go back and listen to these one of these days so I can remember this stuff. But anyways, enough. We've babbled on and on. This is supposed to be a 5-minute podcast. We probably there 10 minutes now. All right? We just having fun though, so that's the most important thing. Have fun, kids. Have fun. Whatever you're doing, whatever you starting on, have fun. It's not about the ending. It's just about the journey. All right. That being said, my name is Tony Rizzano, and I will talk to you tomorrow. Everybody, say it with me. Peace.